Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are good. So, today we will read aloud a story to understand the importance of reading. What is reading and who is a good reader? A good reader is one who reads fluently with correct punctuation, with correct pronunciation, and fluency. Okay, let's start. So, today's story is The White Elephant. Once upon a time, there lived a herd of 80,000 white elephants at the bottom of the majestic Himalayas. Their leader was magnificent and rare white elephant who was extremely kind-hearted soul. He greatly loved his mother who had grown blind and feeble and could not look out for herself. Each day, the white elephant would go deep into the forest in search of food. He would look for the best wild fruits to send his mother. But alas, his mother never received any. This is because his messenger would always eat them themselves. This was because his messengers always eat themselves. Each night, when he returned home, he would be surprised to hear that his mother had been starving all day. He was absolutely disgusted with this herd. Then, one day, he decided to leave them all behind and disappeared in the middle of night along with his dear mother. He took her to the Mount Kandurana to live in a cave beside a beautiful lake that was covered by pink lotuses. It so happened that one day, when the white elephant was feeding, he heard loud cries. A forester from Benares had lost his way in the forest and was absolutely terrified. He had come to the area to visit relatives and could not find his way out. On seeing his big white elephant, he was even terrified and ran as fast as he could. The elephant followed him and told him not to be afraid, as all he wanted to do was just to help him. He asked the forester why he was crying so bitterly. The forester replied that he was crying because he had been roaming in the forest for the past 7 days and could not find his way. The elephant told him not to worry, as he knew every inch of this forest and would take him to the safety. He then lifted him on his back and carried him to the edge of the forest, from where the forester went to his merry make back to the Benares. On reaching the city, he heard that King Brahmadatta's personal elephant had died and the king was looking for a new elephant. Herders were roaming the city announcing that any man who had seen or heard of an elephant fit for the king should come forward with the information. The forester was very excited and immediately went to the king and told him about the white elephant that he had seen on Mount Kandurana. He told him that he had marked the way and would require the help of the elephant trainer in order to catch his fantastic elephant. The king was quite pleased with the information and immediately dispatched a number of soldiers and elephant trainers along with the foresters. After traveling for many days, the group reached to the lake beside which the elephant resided. They slowly moved down to the edge of the lake and hid behind the bushes. The white elephant was collecting lotuses for his mother. When he looked up, he spotted the foresters and realized that it was he who had led the king's men to him. He was very upset at the ingratitude, but decided that if he put up a struggle, many of men would be killed. And he just too kind to hurt anyone. So he decided to go along with them to the Benares and request the benevolent king to set him free. That night, when the white elephant did not return home, his mother was very worried. She had heard all the commotion outside and had guessed that the king's men had taken away her son. She was scared that the king would ride him into the battle and her son would definitely be killed. She was always worried that there would be no one to look after her, even feed her, as she could not see. She just lay down and cried bitterly. Meanwhile, her son was led into the beautiful city of Benares, where he was given a grand reception. The whole city was decorated with his own stable was gaily painted and covered with the garlands of fragrant flowers. The trainer laid out a feast for their new state elephant, who refused to touch the mouse. He did not respond any kind of stimuli, be it the fragrant flowers or the beautiful and the comfortable stable. He just sat there looking completely disappointed. The worried trainers went straight to the report and the situation to their king, as they were scared that the elephant would just waste away without any food or water. The king was extremely concerned when he heard that what they had to say when to stable himself. He offered the elephant food from the royal table and asked him why he grieved in this manner. He thought that the elephant should be proud and honored that he was chosen as state elephant and would get the opportunity to serve his king. But the white elephant replied that he would not eat a thing until he meet his mother. The elephant replied that she was back home on Mount Corodano and must be worried and hungry, as she was blind and had no one to feed her and take care of her. He was afraid that she would die. The compassionate king was touched with the elephant's story and asked him to return to his blind old mother and take care of her, as she had been doing all alone. He set him free in love and kindness. The elephant went running home as fast as he could, and he was relieved to find that his mother was still alive. He filled his trunk with water and poured over his sick mother, who thought that it was raining. She cried out as he thought that some evil spirit had come to harm her, and wished and prayed that her son was there to save her. The white elephant gently went over his blind mother and stroked her lovingly. She immediately recognized his touch and was overjoyed. Her son lifted her up and told her that the kind and compassionate king of Benares had set him free, and he was here to love and look after his mother forever. His mother was absolutely thrilled and blessed the king with the peace, prosperity and joy till the end of his days. She was so thankful to him for sending her son back. The white elephant was able to take good care of her mother until the day she died. And when he died himself, the king erected a statue of him by the side of the lake and held an annual elephant festival there in the memory of such a caring and noble soul. So student, what is the moral of this story? The moral of this story is always give affection and care to our dear ones. Always respect the feelings of others. Thank you. Good morning students. How are you all? I hope you all are good. So today we will read aloud a story to understand the importance of reading. What is reading and who is a good reader? A good reader is one who read fluently with correct punctuation, with correct pronunciation and fluency. Okay, let's start. So today's story is The White Elephant. Once upon a time, there lived a herd of 80,000 white elephants at the bottom of the majestic Himalayas. Their leader was magnificent and rare white elephant, who was extremely kind-hearted soul. He greatly loved his mother